So let's move on to DC a little bit before we wrap up here. Uh, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah. What's going on
It
with that?
got an official R rating for strong violence and gore and language and sexual references and drug use and graphic nudity. This movie sounds badass to the
This this
bone.
this movie's gonna rock.
I think it's gonna rock, and I kind of think it's gonna blow people's pants off.
Well,
I
I mean, you
really do.
saw you saw from the trailer, like I knew it was gonna be R rated. Cause you
Oh
saw
yeah.
when King Shark just ripped that soldier in half. I was like, that's rated R.
Well, it's definitely. I mean, we knew it was gonna be R rated, but this sounds like it is gonna be balls to the freaking wall R rated. Like, I mean, when we start talking about graphic nudity, we're getting into some.
You think they're probably talking about like the rat?
I'm thinking the rat or King Shark.
Yeah,
I'm thinking King Shark, and it's gonna be like, you
full
know what
on
I
King
mean?
Shark dick.
That's what I'm thinking.
Full
But
full on King Shark dick.
right.
Just straight out the gutter.
Uh,
And they don't even have those extremities.
Joel Kinnaman, who plays Rick Flag, he had this to say. He said, "For me, it was like I did my first comedy, but it's like heavily R-rated. It was a real learning experience for me too because I had never done a comedy in that way before. So I asked James to work with me and teach me this shit. And yeah, we had so much fun doing it. This movie is going to be a monster. Honestly, even if I'm in it, or even though I'm in it, I can't wait to see it as a fan. It just sounds like it's going to be so much fun." You know,
Yeah.
it's going to be a good time. And especially since I feel like we've gotten dicked with the DCEU and the Snyderverse and just everything. I'm not going to beat that dead horse anymore, except we are because we're going to talk about it in a few minutes. Uh, it's just I'm so excited to see this film. I think this is going to be a breath of fresh air for the DCEU. I really do.
I agree, and it would be a nice thing to for DC to have because honestly, yeah, they are going through some hot shit right now.
Yeah. He also teased multiple post-credit scenes in the film.
I love how. Sorry, this is a side note. I love how James Gunn's Suicide Squad poster is reminiscent of like Thor's like Ragnarok thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I think it'd be.
I do.
I'm excited.
And honestly, I think this could be a Thor Ragnarok situation where it exceeds everybody's expectations. I mean, do you
Yeah,
remember when
because
Thor Ragnarok came out and people were like losing their shit over how good it was? Because it was a great movie.
mm-hmm,
It's like, I
because
mean,
uh
it's one
because
of the better
Dark
MCU
World
movies.
sucked.
Right. And actually, David Ayer's Suicide Squad, I think I'm going to come out and say it. I think it's my favorite DCEU movie. Besides the Snyderverse. Obviously, I think Zack Snyder's Justice League is my favorite DCEU movie. But of the canon DCEU, I really think that David Ayer's Suicide Squad is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
It's a solid movie. I didn't like Joker. I didn't like Joker's makeup and the way that creatively the Joker was done. I think what's his name did a really good job with him. I think the tattoos and all of that stuff could have been if we could have gotten the Joker that we got in Zack Snyder's Justice League and Suicide Squad, dude, that movie would have been 10 times better.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what all of the post credit scenes are going to be at the end of the film. And I mean, James Gunn has said everybody dies, like literally, like almost every single character dies in this movie. So who's going to be left standing at the end? Obviously Harley. Obviously, probably Rick Flag.
I'm gonna say this right now. The first, like, definitely the ones to go is gonna be like Michael Rooker's
Oh yeah,
actor. I'm gonna
Peacemaker's going
say,
to go.
oh god, I hope not. Peacemaker sounds fun as
Actually,
hell.
no, Peacemaker probably won't go because they're doing a Peacemaker TV series with John Cena.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're
That's
doing a
gonna be
series
great.
for Peacemaker. I don't think. Yeah, maybe he won't die.
I'm looking at the cast list right now, just trying to figure out. Thinker definitely is gonna
He
die.
said, If I was on a beach full of dicks, or whatever he said.
Yeah,
You
he
remember in
said
the
that.
trailer? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, really? Wow, wow. John Cena really that came out of his mouth.
Yeah, like John Cena
Also,
actually just said that.
Will Smith is still on this cast list. You want to explain that?
Are you on IMDb?
I'm on Google. Yeah,
Interesting.
on Google, Will
I don't
Smith is
think
still
that's
on the
accurate.
cast.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
Just saying. Just saying.
Hmm.
It'll be interesting.
Interesting. So there's our superhero updates, or in this case, our supervillain updates for this episode.
Fair. You know how I love how comic
Suicide
accurate it
Squad.
is.
Yeah, it is going to be pretty comic accurate, which is
Like the
dope.
like the costumes. I mean, like the costumes are pretty comic accurate. Like
Yeah,
Peacemaker's costume, I
yeah,
fucking love it.
yeah,
He looks so dumb, but I love it
yeah,
at the same time.
for sure, for sure.